I want to ask you about your involvement in an animal cruelty case involving a constituent of yours in 2020. You'll be very familiar with this case. The farmer had previously been before the courts for animal cruelty offences. He was facing further charges when you, as Business Minister, passed on a letter to the Department of Agriculture raising concerns about his prosecution, and within days of that, the prosecution was dropped. Now, you know that the veterinary inspector who had gathered harrowing evidence for that case, he believes it was your interference that caused that case to collapse.
Yeah, well, that has been well aired. That's over 5 years ago. And can I just state, first of all, the Secretary-General of the Department of Agriculture has stated very clearly on the record of the Public Accounts Committee there was no political interference in that case. The Minister for Agriculture of the day, Minister Dara Calleary, clearly stated in response to a parliamentary question there was no political interference in that case.
Do you accept that a letter arriving through that channel, hand-delivered by a member of staff of a senior government minister, would hold more sway than a letter arriving through the post in the normal way? Isn't that why you were asked to pass on that letter?
No, just to explain, I get many, many letters and many, many pieces of correspondence from my constituents. I received that letter from a constituent. My office passed that letter on to the Department of Agriculture. It related to matters...
Why didn't you just ask him to pass it on himself to deal... You know, why were you a courier for him?
Because that's the job of a TD. A TD actually gets many, many different representations. I received the letter. My staff forwarded to the Department of Agriculture, and I had, with absolutely no recommendations with the letter, no comment on the letter. The letter was sent to the Department of Agriculture, and I had no further involvement in it. I made no representations on behalf of that particular person. The letter was sent to the department by my office.
Were you informed that the case against the farmer had been dropped?
No, I wasn't. I had no further involvement after that.
You never inquired into what happened to that case?
No further involvement after that.
Okay.
Absolutely not.